Hi everybody, Princess Alethea Contis here, author of Enchanted and Hero, coming out soon. Like, I really need to finish book 3 soon. Today I'm here to rant about one of my favorite fairy tales that I love to hate, Rumpelstiltskin. It's not so much that I hate the fairy tale itself, but all of the characters involved sort of rub me the wrong way. In the original fairy tale of Rumpelstiltskin, there's a miller's daughter whose father is a braggart, and he brags to the king that his daughter can spin straw into gold. The king calls the miller's daughter and says, all right, here's a room, spin it, or you die. There's the miller's daughter stuck in the room full of straw, and what's she gonna do? Magically, this mannequin appears. Mannequin back in the day meant dwarf, little person. And he says, I can spin the straw into gold for you in exchange for that necklace. So she gives him the necklace and spins the straw into gold. The next room is in exchange for a bracelet. And the third room is in exchange for her firstborn child if she marries the king and becomes queen. She thinks this is never going to happen, so she says yes. Of course, it does happen, and she becomes queen, and she has a kid, and Rumpelstiltskin shows up and does the whole if you can guess my name thing. Here's the thing. Okay, number one, her dad, kind of a jerk, because he lied. Okay, number two, the king, kind of a jerk, because he said, hi, do this or die. Really? Number three, Rumpelstiltskin. You know, of all of them, he's probably one of the least annoying because he really did barter. I mean, he did. And she exchanged the things she said she was going to exchange, except for the last one, which she kind of reneged on. However, if you have a clause out there that says, if you can guess my name, don't go dancing around a fire pit, bragging about your name until the curse is over. The miller's daughter, also kind of on the edge, but, you know, she could have just told her husband, hey, so I can't actually spin straw into gold. But then again, he probably would have killed her. Wouldn't that have looked bad? The only person in this story not really walking the moral line is the messenger who discovers Rumpelstiltskin's name when he's singing it around the fire. Come on, it's a little too convenient. I mean, the night before the last night, he just so happens to be walking through the woods. I think there's something up with that guy. The other thing I find incredibly amusing that everyone seems to forget at the end of Rumpelstiltskin is that Rumpelstiltskin gets so mad that the miller's daughter, Queen, guesses his name that he stamps his foot through the floor and in frustration tries to pull it out, and in doing so actually rips himself in half. Kind of gross, kind of impossible, and kind of cool in a fairy tale sort of creepy way. There you have it, my take on all the reprehensible characters in Rumpelstiltskin. What's your favorite fairy tale?